Tonight, Governor Jay Inslee now delaying a decision about whether to move forward on the controversial Horse Heaven Hills wind farm project, what he's now telling state regulators. Plus, a police officer involved in the Moscow murder investigation takes the stand for the first time today. We'll explain why coming up.
And we've had a very nice day, 15 to 20 degrees warmer than we were yesterday, but there's some details you need to know about your weekend forecast. I'll have all that coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. The Yakima Humane Society is in need of your help after a fire that happened overnight at the Humane Center. Now, officials tell us no animals were hurt, no food was damaged, and fire officials were able to contain that fire quickly. But they tell us one of the things that was lost was their event storage shed that contained all of the things that the Humane Society uses for vaccination and adoption events.
Adoption events, vaccination clinics. So it's very difficult not to have access to those tables, chairs, shade awnings, various items that we need for those vaccination and adoption events.
So about $4,000 worth of supplies are damaged. And if you're looking to make a donation, you can go in person to the Yakima Humane Society Center. You can also visit their website, and they have an Amazon wish list of items that you can donate to them. We have a link to all of that over on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Tonight, we are still seeing fallout from Operation Dizzy. That's the multi-agency law enforcement operation that resulted in more than 24 people being arrested and hundreds of roosters, allegedly used in fights, being rescued. Now, the Yakima County Sheriff's Office says it shot and killed dozens of those birds. The Sheriff's Office says federal authorities took roosters like this one from one location and sent them to an animal rescue. But there was a second location involved in the investigation, and the Sheriff's Office says because of trouble with the warrants, the feds couldn't move in right away. A deputy investigating animal neglect at that second location weeks later saw the roosters, and the Sheriff's Office says once they saw them, they had to take action. So they ended up with more than 6 roosters that the Sheriff's Office says they killed because of a lack of available options for care and housing. Now, an animal rescue on the western side of the state says it had been in contact with the Sheriff's Office and the ATF and was making preparations to take those birds. They said they were shocked when they learned they had been killed instead. Now, this is a statewide problem, and investigators say it's more common and more complicated than most people realize. We'll take an in-depth look at the issue coming up tomorrow on Apple Valley News Now at 6. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is delaying a decision on the controversial Horse Heaven wind farm project. He says state regulators need to take another look at the proposal. The Energy Facility Siting and Evaluation Council, or FSEC, made several changes to the wind farm proposal before sending it to the governor earlier this year for final approval. But today, Governor Inslee sent the proposal back, saying FSEC removed too many wind turbine locations from the project. He's suggesting that they consider setting operational conditions instead of outright banning those locations in order to balance protecting wildlife with creating as much electricity as possible. The governor also dismissed concerns about the visual impact of the wind turbines, saying, given the state's clean energy needs and requirements, adopting a zero-tolerance policy to visual impacts is inconsistent with state statutes. Adding, it is clear that turbines will be visible only from a distance, and none of the turbines will loom over anyone's home. He's directed FSEC to spend 3 months taking another look at the proposal and then send it back to him. Now, this has been going on for a long time, but Stacey, it was a busy week for wind turbines in our region.
That's right. The wind was pretty wild, and it's going to get windy once again. But what a difference the last 24 hours has made. Just take a look at our sky cam in Kennewick tonight. It is looking good. A few clouds in the sky, 73 degrees. Winds are at 13 miles an hour, so much better than we had been seeing over the last couple of days. But let's talk about those temperatures around the region. It is pretty warm out there right now. A little cool right now in Dayton at 59, but we're still in the 70s all the way up until we get to Ellensburg, 66 degrees. Temperature change in the last 24 hours has been anywhere from 10 to, as you can see, 20 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. Look at Walla Walla, 17 degrees warmer, nearly 20 degrees here in Tri-Cities. Hermiston, 18 degrees warmer, and 13 in Yakima. And the temperature roller coaster continues as we head into the weekend. We go up, we go down, and then we get back up. We finally hit the 80s first part of next week. Sneak peek at your Memorial Day forecast. Looking good. Tri-Cities, we're going to see 80s all through the region, but there's some changes coming, and you're going to be looking out in the mountains for some rain showers as well as the coastline, and I'll get to all those details coming up here in my First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. We're talking about Memorial Day travel, and law enforcement officers all across the state are currently on the lookout for people not wearing their seatbelts. So according to the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, the number of deaths and serious injuries involving people not wearing seatbelts has increased to the highest number they've seen since before 2010. Plus, according to data from the Safety Commission, in 2023, there was a 10% increase in deaths where people were not wearing seatbelts. Washington State Patrol Trooper Chris Thorson tells us you not only need to wear the seatbelt, you need to wear it properly.
Keep in mind that when we're talking about wearing seatbelts, we're talking about wearing them properly. We do run across some people who actually put their upper portion of the seatbelt underneath their arm because it's more comfortable for them. The problem is that you get in a high-speed rear-end collision, your upper body's still going to move forward and strike the steering wheel or the front windshield.
Now, this fine for not wearing a seatbelt or for not having an appropriate child restraint means a ticket and a fine of $136. That is also reported to your insurance company. And between Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend, traffic safety officials refer to this as the 100 deadliest days on the road for teen drivers. They see, on average, 2,100 teen drivers involved in deadly crashes. Again, another reason to bring awareness to distracted and drowsy driving, impaired driving, speeding, and seatbelt usage. For the first time in the murder case involving 4 University of Idaho students, a Moscow police officer investigating the case took the stand in court this afternoon. Brian Koberger's defense team called him to testify. They're trying to understand exactly how the state tracked Koberger's cell phone from the night of the murders and to have that evidence turned over to them by the state. The next evidentiary hearing is scheduled for May 30th. More witnesses are expected to be called to the stand then. Tonight, the Walla Walla Bread Company says it will be closing its doors permanently at the end of the month. In a Facebook post this week, the company said it turned the business around for the last 5 years, but with the increased cost for quality ingredients for bread and pastries, the Walla Walla Bread Company said it just can't raise prices to where they would need to be in order to cover costs. Their last day open will be Friday, May 31st. We're shedding a light tonight on our graduating Kennewick School District seniors who are looking to become future educators themselves. The Kennewick School District hosted a second annual Teaching Bridge Signing Day, which is for Kennewick School District seniors who are graduating and committing to attend WSU Tri-Cities to pursue education in educating. We spoke to a senior. She says this is what it all means to her to be a part of a ceremony like this.
It just goes to show how much I can do as like a student myself to help students in the future, and I just know that I can pursue that with the help from everybody else, and it is really good for me to know that I can just go that far.
Now, part of the commitment they're signing today is once they start classes in the fall, starting in September, they'll spend 2 days a week at Kennewick Elementary School as part of their teaching journey. Congratulations to them. And we're talking about the Pasco Elementary School happening right now.
I'm Monique Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now, reporting live at the Edgar Brown Memorial Stadium here in Pasco. Coming up, find out all about the All-Star Tournament that's happening right behind me and what resources are available at this tournament. All that and more coming up.
Thanks, Monique. And taking a look outside, we're seeing mostly sunny and 70s. Does it get more perfect than that for a holiday weekend? Stacey Lee is talking about what you can expect as you're hitting the road coming up.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Hurry down to Walker's Furniture for big Memorial Day discounts, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale. With even bigger savings on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles to choose from. Plus, take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase, so you can improve your sleep today and pay over time. Plus, get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
The race continues for over $13,000 in cash and prizes with Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. Play all week to earn entries, then multiply them on Thursdays. Drawings every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us on Saturday, May 25th for the $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race toward the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Get incredible savings on top-of-the-line mattress brands at More Furniture during the Memorial event. Save up to $800 on the very best sleep systems from luxury brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. And you'll get special 60-month interest-free financing to help you rest even easier. Get fitted for your perfect sleep system today and save up to $800 at More Furniture for less.
The Sisters of Nicole Brown Simpson.
How do you live with 30 years of rage and heartbreak?
Their first TV interview in 30 years.
Our top story, the death of O.J. Simpson.
Did it change anything for you?
Tuesday morning on GMA.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Newscasts anytime with Apple Valley Plus on Roku, Apple Fire, and smart TVs.
Welcome back, and happening right now, students from 9 elementary schools are competing in the Pasco School District All-Star Soccer Tournament. That's where we find Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma. Monique, this is more than just a chance to play outside.
Hi, Alyssa. Yes, the tournament is in full kick ahead. You can take a look right behind us. The kids are out there in full swing. I'm joined here with Ramon Ayala, who helped put on the tournament. Can you tell me a little bit of why you decided to put this tournament together?
We do this every year around this time of the year, right after spring break. We have a soccer league with schools play each other, friendly games, so they can get ready for the tournament, which we do it kind of like the 3rd week of the month.
And 9 different elementary schools are out here today, right?
That is correct. We have 9 elementary schools going at it right now. In years past, we had up to 12 elementary schools, but, because of sometimes they can't. This time we only have 9, and we have boys and girls competing for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place.
And what does it mean to you to have this opportunity for kids that love to play soccer in this community?
It's just providing them with the opportunity to continue to play soccer, teaching the basic skills of the sport, and basically just getting ready for middle school and hopefully high school.
And then here at the All-Star Tournament, upstairs above the stadium, there's resources booth above. What are some of those resources available for community members?
We have these 12 sponsors that help, with get some money for the tournament, and so they have their booths up there with information, and basically what they're doing is they're advertising their businesses because they're the people that sponsor us to have this tournament.
Thank you. And at the end of this, how many teams are going to walk away with the trophy?
You're going to have first, second, and third place, boys and girls, so basically 6 teams. And they're also going to get a medal, and for those athletes or people that were competing, they're also going to walk away with a shirt, regardless if you won or not. You're still, just the fact that you're participating, you're part of the tournament, you're going to walk away with a shirt.
And lastly, what is your favorite part about this whole event that you do annually?
Again, it's just doing a little bit more for our community, giving the opportunity to play soccer. For me, it's just, I like soccer myself, and not just teaching in the classroom or being the administrator for one of the buildings. It's also being here in the fields at this time of the year after school hours, just being with our families, with our kids, being here for them, for the love of the sport.
All right, thank you so much for your time, and sending it back to you, Alyssa, at the desk, reporting live in Pasco, Monique Ledesma.
Thanks, Monique. Now, for people who are planning to travel for the holiday weekend, the Mount Rainier National Park is starting a summer pilot program of a timed entry reservation system, and that begins tomorrow. So the reservation system was put in place to improve visitors' experience and hopefully to reduce wait times. The timed reservations will be needed at the Nisqually and Stevens Canyon entrances in the Paradise Corridor. After July 4th, you'll also have timed entries required at the White River entrance to the Sunrise Corridor. Those reservations will be required between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you're really an early bird and you get there before 7 a.m. or if you're there after 3 p.m., you will not need a reservation.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we are looking at a beautiful evening tonight. Our Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco. Look at the clear skies, lots of sunshine out there, and temperatures looking great at 73 degrees. Our winds have picked up a little bit, 13 miles an hour. Our sunset tonight at 8:33. Let's talk about the rain. We've seen a lot of that this month, and finally we are getting above our averages in most of our areas. Check it out, almost 1.5 inches above our average in Pendleton, close to 1 inch in Walla Walla, a little over 1 inch in Hermiston. Tri-Cities, well, at least we made the average. It got a little bit above. Still a little bit dry in Yakima. Got a couple more days to work on that, but things are going to be looking dry for most of us through this holiday weekend. Let's take a look at our drought monitor. Hasn't really changed much from last week, but we do see it kind of creeping closer to the Tri-Cities and Yakima. We're dry across the Kittitas Valley and in those Cascade Mountains. So we still need more rain, but we're not going to see much of that in the coming days, at least in the lower elevations. Partly cloudy, mild temperatures in the 40s all through the area tonight. You also have a chance to see that full flower moon tonight. It did peak this morning, but you'll see that moonrise at 9:26 tonight. So go take a peek at that. You should be able to see it as most of the clouds are moving out. Futurecast for tomorrow, we'll see a few clouds moving into the area, and there's those rain showers across the Cascades, much needed. Could see a stray shower move through the Yakima Valley. It'll break apart down the lower valley, and a slight chance of a shower there in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. But overall, we're looking pretty good as we move into the weekend. On Saturday, we could see some scattered showers, unsettled weather once again across the Cascade Mountains. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little bit breezy in the afternoon with temperatures in the 60s and 70s, 76 Tri-Cities, 72 Yakima, 74 in Hermiston, 72 in Walla Walla. Moving ahead, let's take a look at those winds. That's something we've been dealing with the last several days. They've kind of picked up this evening in the Tri-Cities. It's getting breezy down that Columbia River Gorge corridor, so be aware of that. We are going to see some strong gusty winds developing as we get into Friday morning. Breezy for the foothills of the Blues and the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. The day moves on, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's when we'll see those strong gusty winds in Hermiston and right on down that I-84 corridor. So if you're traveling in an RV or pulling a trailer, just be aware that can move your vehicle around. So be careful out there. Saturday, we're also going to see more strong gusty winds throughout the day in both the Columbia Basin, Yakima, Kittitas Valleys, Columbia River Gorge. So a little more wind to deal with on Saturday. That should improve by Sunday. could impact your golf game. Now looking good on Friday, breezy winds kicking up in the afternoon. As you get to Saturday, a little more cloud cover, so comfortable, 72, but those gusty winds, make sure you yell 4 when you hit that ball. 78 should be beautiful for you on Sunday as far as golf goes. Here's our 7-day planner in Yakima. Breezy winds again. Sunday looking good. Memorial Day Monday, 81. We'll see those warm temps and then a slight drop off as we head towards the middle part of the week. Monday in the Tri-Cities, again, nice and sunny, 84 degrees. Looking good out there. Going to have to deal with those gusty winds, though, both Friday and Saturday. In Walla Walla, breezy winds, a very slight chance of some showers that could move through the area and a possible thunder boomer as well, but very low chance of that. 81 degrees on your Memorial Monday. Look at that warm day on Tuesday in Walla Walla, 85 degrees. For Hermiston, we're going to see those breezy and gusty winds Friday and Saturday. Things will start to calm down on Sunday. Those temperatures hit the 80s. A nice warm day on Tuesday with 86 degrees. So a lot more to talk about tonight. Again, not looking too bad in our lower elevations for your weekend weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Well, up next on Apple Valley News Now, we're talking about the potential for changes coming to concert tickets in the United States after that infamous debacle over Taylor Swift Eras tickets. We'll be right back.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it gonna look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have. You know, we try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
At Bi-Mart, we're celebrating 20 years of employee ownership. Save now with our latest savings book, arriving in your mailbox this week, or pick up a copy in store. Save $50 on a Mega Master 6-burner gas grill. All Pepsi brand 6-pack 16.9-ounce bottles are 3 for $10. Plus save on your garden. Gallon-sized annuals and perennials are just $5.99. Save now at Bi-Mart, celebrating 20 years of being employee-owned and proudly saving our members more.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can get the biggest savings of the season, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing, with no money down, no minimum purchase required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets are all on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
This week at Walker's.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month in cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Making national headlines tonight, we could see changes coming to concert tickets. The Department of Justice announced today it is suing to break up Ticketmaster's parent company, calling it an illegal monopoly in the United States. Laura Aguirre explains.
Attorney General Merrick Garland making official what many have long expected.
Earlier today, the Department of Justice, joined by 29 states and the District of Columbia, sued Live Nation Entertainment and its wholly owned subsidiary Ticketmaster for violating the Sherman Antitrust Act.
Thursday's legal action comes after years of growing public outcry regarding the live event ticketing giant.
In recent years, Live Nation Ticketmaster's exorbitant fees and technological failures have been criticized by fans and artists alike.
Some of those failures drew widespread media attention during the start of Taylor Swift's wildly popular Eras Tour. Fans became enraged when online ticket waiting lines were in the thousands, or in some cases, public ticket sales were suddenly canceled. Senator Amy Klobuchar introduced legislation in April 2023 aimed at improving competition in live event ticketing markets.
When you have a monopoly, at first it seems okay. Hey, it's easy to use. But then over time, the fees and the money goes up and up and up because there's no competition.
Live Nation combines ticketing services with control of many venues, contracts that can range from 7 to 10 years. Live Nation is pushing back, saying in a statement that Ticketmaster is not a monopoly and that the lawsuit won't solve issues the fans care about relating to ticket prices, service fees, and access to in-demand shows.
It is time to break up Live Nation Ticketmaster.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
We know that legal process could take years, but for now it is the unofficial start of the summer travel season. There are a couple of things that could impact your Memorial Day weekend trip. We're talking about that coming up on Apple Valley News Now.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Road construction season is about to start around here. Be sure to learn where the projects are. Obey all of the signs. Slow down. Watch out for the other guy. Call us if you get hurt.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
I used discretionary budget to fund Meredith's Alzheimer's research after Catherine shut it down, and I think she's on to us.
I've come too far to throw the towel in.
What if I say no?
Home Run Riches was such a big hit in April, we decided to play too. That's right, sports fans. It's back-to-back home run chances during Legends Casino Hotel's 26th anniversary month. You not only can win $10 grand this month, but sock a grand slam and claim $26,000. Just play with your Legends rewards card to score entries. Hey, better, swing better. Say it with me. Hey, better, swing better. And win $26K only at Legends Casino Hotel in May.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Just how massive is the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress? Well, for starters, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Check out the Summit for only $299.99. And get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and receive a free $300 gift. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Roll into summer. Save up to $200 instantly on a wide selection of tires and wheels. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Guess what time it is?
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Memorial Day weekend is finally here, and More Furniture is celebrating with store-wide sale prices and free white glove delivery all weekend long. It's your chance for huge savings on furniture, mattresses, and accessories all under one roof. Why buy online when you can get real furniture at a real value and have it delivered and professionally installed for free? Visit your local More Furniture this Memorial weekend.
You know,
So even in the most minor car accidents, it always seems like the one not at fault gets hurt the worst. If that is you, call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
All right, check this out. Kia has just launched its first compact electric SUV. It's called EV3. The vehicle is expected to cost between $35,000 and $50,000, although the tax credits might lower that bill for some buyers, especially here in Washington. Kia says it is planning to develop a wide range of EV vehicles priced between $30,000 and $80,000, including this one. Now, if you're hitting the road in a non-electric vehicle, you're going to need to plan for those high gas prices we've been talking about. We are seeing some potential snags for air travel still ahead tonight. Now, if you stay right here in the Mid-Columbia region, we're talking about near perfect weather. We're taking a look out at Yakima tonight in your First Alert forecast. Stacey Lee has the details coming up. And it's a push to make sure that artificial intelligence can't secretly be used to sway voters in the state of Washington. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Well, we've been talking about it all week. Experts are predicting this could be the busiest start to summer travel the TSA has ever seen. They're expecting nearly 3 million people per day to go through security nationwide today and tomorrow. ABC's Jacqueline Lee reports.
The travel rush has begun. This year's Memorial Day weekend kicking off what TSA says will likely be the busiest start to the summer season on record, with the agency predicting more than 2.9 million people passing through airport checkpoints on Thursday and Friday.
That's a pretty big increase from last year, and last year was a really big increase from the year before. So record volumes without question.
The FAA is expecting more than 53,000 planes in the sky, but there's a nationwide shortage of air traffic controllers, forcing airlines to cut 10% of their flights in the New York area.
So we're hiring at capacity. It takes a long time to make an air traffic controller. It takes a lot of training. It can be 18 to 24 months. We are not going to rush that. So we've got the pipeline we need, and now it's time to train those employees and get them in the towers.
The Airline Trade Association, Airlines for America, launching a campaign to bring awareness to the air traffic controller shortage.
That's just not sustainable. It's not good for the traveling public. It's not good for the aviation system.
Weather is also a major concern, with severe weather expected for much of the heartland, including Dallas, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, and for everybody traveling out of the Tri-Cities airport, you'll need to be prepared for lots of company. Allow extra time to find a parking space if you need one, and more time to get through security. A reminder, this spring, the parking rates increased at the Tri-Cities airport. It's now $12 per day for long-term parking, $16 per day for short-term parking. And airport officials say that extra money will go towards improvements and long-term expansion plans. But you could stay right here and enjoy the beautiful weather.
That's right. There's a lot going on. In fact, if you are traveling out of town, let's talk about what to expect. Now, if you're heading to the mountains this weekend, pack the rain fly for your tent. You're going to probably encounter some rain showers in the Cascades and possibly in the Blue area as well, the Blue Mountain area. Coastal rain showers as well, both Friday and Saturday. Things will start to improve and we warm up Sunday and Monday as you head out of town. But there's going to be busy roads. You want to buckle up, pack your patience, and be very safe on the roads. Also, you could see some gusty winds in the Columbia River Gorge. So if you're pulling a trailer or a motorhome or anything like that, be extra safe. So here's those showers both Friday and Saturday. And we have a slight chance on Sunday in Seattle that the temperatures will start to warm. Things will improve beginning Sunday and Monday. Again, we'll see rain as you head out towards the Portland area, warmer temperatures and more sunshine on Sunday, Monday, and that goes for the Oregon coast as well. And if you're heading up towards the Spokane area, a little overcast Friday, showers possible Saturday, and we see that warming trend as we get into your Sunday. A quick sneak peek if you're going to stay closer to home this weekend, looking pretty good. I might just stay home. I think so. There you go. Sunshine with temperatures in the 80s. So we're looking at a really nice Memorial Day weekend. I'll get to more details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Well, tonight it's something we've been covering for a while now. The Public Disclosure Commission of Washington State made a final decision today for deep fakes, artificial intelligence, used in political advertising. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed is following up with the latest information.
The PDC asked for comments from the public regarding the use of synthetic media in electioneering communications, also known as deepfakes.
And this is actually a very timely reminder to all elected officials.
That's right.
And into campaign season, and they need to be very careful.
The proposed rules were considered for adoption on Thursday morning in Olympia. The commission unanimously approved this. It will be in effect just in time for the 2024 election cycle, beginning in June. One representative in the meeting, though, brought up a case from back east.
Steve Kramer, a Democratic operative who admitted to commissioning an artificial intelligence-generated robocall of President Biden that instructed New Hampshire voters not to vote early this year, is now facing criminal charges.
Back in Washington state, Senate Bill 5152 passed in the 2023 legislative session. It created a private cause of action against the sponsor of electioneering communications using synthetic media. A candidate who is the subject of a deepfake can now file a civil suit against the sponsor, unless the communication included a disclaimer that it has synthetic media. The legislature directed the PDC to adopt the rules to further the purpose of that new law. With Thursday's ruling, this now requires committees and sponsors of political advertising who use the synthetic media to include information in expenditure reports, such as the name of the vendor that provided the technology for political ads. Commercial advertisers who sell synthetic media services would also have to include such info in their books of account available for public inspection.
Later on, the Post goes on to say in their article, the incident highlights the ease and accessibility by which AI-generated technology is making its way into the 2024 campaign cycle.
Reporting for Apple Valley News Now, I'm Austin Reed.
Now, advertisers who sell synthetic media that's generated with artificial intelligence would also need to include that information in their books of account, which are available for public inspection. We have a follow-up tonight to the crash that shut down westbound lanes of I-82 near Toppenish last night. As according to State Patrol, a 57-year-old man was driving in the eastbound lane around 2 in the afternoon when he crossed the median and went into the westbound lanes and hit a semi going west. Now, that man died at the scene. We're told the driver of the semi was not hurt. State Patrol says what led up to the crash is still under investigation. And as we get into the summer months, we see more people working and playing outdoors, also more risk of being injured. Today is Stop the Bleed Day, a reminder for people to learn ways to take action in an emergency. Mandy Gaither reports.
It's the #1 preventable cause of death after traumatic injury.
Once an injury occurs and bleeding begins, the clock starts, and the sooner we can get that bleeding stopped, the more likely it is that a patient is going to survive.
Recognizing life-threatening bleeding and acting quickly and effectively is critical. Knowing what to do before an emergency can mean the difference between life and death, says Dr. Kinji Inaba with the American College of Surgeons Stop the Bleed Committee.
For anybody that does not have a medical background, it can be a stressful situation, but learning these techniques ahead of time really can prepare you.
In an emergency, when there's excessive bleeding, Inaba says to first call 911 so help can be on the way. Next, make sure the scene is safe to intervene. Then he says there are 3 ways to stop bleeding: putting direct pressure on the wound, if the wound area is large, packing the wound, or applying a tourniquet to a limb that's bleeding. You can learn these techniques in a free Stop the Bleed interactive course at stopthebleed.org.
It gives you some techniques that you can directly rely upon, that you can rest upon, that you can apply immediately. And I think that truly makes a difference in how you respond to an emergency incident.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Here in Washington, a federal judge has tossed the lawsuit by Gonzaga basketball legend John Stockton that claimed the Washington Medical Commission violated the free speech rights of doctors who were speaking about COVID-19. Now, the lawsuit claimed that the state cracked down on doctors who went against the mainstream COVID-19 beliefs. But a judge said the commission hasn't yet punished any of the doctors listed in that lawsuit, so he said it's too early to tell if their free speech rights were violated. He also said the state of Washington, quote, hasn't prevented the plaintiffs from hearing what they want to hear, end of quote. The #1 golfer in the world was arrested by police in Louisville, Kentucky nearly a week ago, and now we're getting a better look at what happened. So Louisville police say they released all of the video that they have. But body camera isn't part of that because investigators say the arresting officer didn't turn his camera on. Now, he's being disciplined for violating policy. Police say, you see here, Scotty Scheffler ignored the officer trying to stop him from driving through a deadly crash investigation outside the PGA Championship last Friday morning. Scheffler says it was a chaotic situation. He says he thought he was cleared to go through. He's now facing multiple charges, including felony assault of a police officer. But his attorney says Scheffler plans to plead not guilty during his arraignment hearing in June. We are finally starting to see some warmer temperatures after that cool and rainy start to the week. Stacey Lee is looking ahead to your Memorial Day weekend forecast coming up. But first, we have to talk about bird flu. The extra precautions now being considered after the virus started showing up in cows and now in dairy workers. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bath Fitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bath Fitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees.
Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership with great savings, including $50 off a Mega Master stainless steel 6-burner gas grill. Save more now only at Bi-Mart.
Welcome back. We've been dealing with the ebb and flow of bird flu hitting poultry farms and wild birds for a couple of years now. But this spring, the virus started showing up in dairy cows. And while it's not deadly for them in the way that it is for birds, they are still getting sick. Even more concerning, the virus has now jumped to humans working on dairy farms at least twice. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
After the discovery of a second human case of bird flu linked to dairy cows, the CDC is warning more cases are likely. Authorities say a Michigan farm worker has recovered from mild symptoms.
There's still very limited information about cases of avian influenza
in humans. There's been so few cases that we're still learning about where this infection spreads.
Back in March, a farm worker in Texas was diagnosed with the first human case of bird flu tied to dairy cows. Both the Texas and Michigan patients who worked with cows both reported eye infections. The CDC says it's tested only 40 people since March. The Michigan farm worker was one of those tested. But with bird flu outbreaks in cattle now reported in 9 states, in dozens of herds, experts say the infection is likely even more widespread.
We need to maintain testing, especially in our farm worker community, because that prolonged exposure to cattle does mean it's possible we may see additional incidental cases.
The CDC is warning states to keep up flu surveillance during the normally slow summer months. Still, experts say the risk of a widespread infection among humans is low.
So far, we're not seeing any signs of widespread transmission or any signs of human transmission of this virus. It's very much concentrated in livestock, with now a few cases now being observed in farmers.
The more widespread the virus becomes, the more chance it has to mutate and increase the potential risk to humans. As for right now, protective gear, including N95 masks, are available for farm workers. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
In your business headlines tonight, T-Mobile is raising prices on several phone plans. Some customers will see a $5 hike per phone line every month on their phone bills. The company confirmed its price increase on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, quote, adjusting prices to respond to rising costs, end quote. Select customers will see either a $2 or a $5 increase as early as next month.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, it's been a beautiful day and warm. We're talking 10 to 20 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. Taking a look on our Legends Casino Skycam Columbia Point. I've been watching the ship. It's been moving around. It's getting ready to take off there in Richland. 73 degrees, winds 13 miles an hour. Our sunset tonight at 8:33. Let's talk about the rain showers. We had quite a bit of rain and we needed it. We had a very dry April. We were below our average for most of our areas, but we've made up a little bit of headway here in the month of May. We're not quite finished, but look at these totals. We are plus lots of rain through most of the area. Still at a deficit here in the Yakima Valley, but we did pick up enough. We at least hit our average in Tri-Cities, and many places got an inch or an inch and a half over where they normally are at this time. So that is good news for the drought. Our drought monitor hasn't changed a whole lot in the last couple of days, but as we start heading into the warmer months in the summertime here, we're going to see this get a little bit, more substantial. Moderate drought right now in the Cascade Mountains. We're keeping a close eye on that. Elsewhere, dry. We're getting closer to that dry portion here in the Tri-Cities. Let's look at our temps tonight. Overall, partly cloudy, very mild. Temperatures in the 40s. A little on the cool side, so grab your coat, but 46 for the low in Tri-Cities, 44 Walla Walla, 45 in Hermiston, 44 tonight in Yakima. Good news is most of the clouds have moved out. Some areas seeing more than others, but you should be able to see that full moon through the area. Our May full moon is called the flower moon, so get out there and enjoy it. Take a look up towards the sky. Friday, Futurecast shows us a few clouds coming in, and we're tracking mountain rain showers, that is, and wet on the west side, and that's going to move on down. It'll start breaking up as it gets towards the lower elevations like Yakima, but there still could be a very slight chance of a stray shower moving through the region. Overall, looking good as we get into your Saturday overnight. Again, we'll see those snow showers and rain showers possible through the Cascade Mountains. Now, snow, very upper levels for that. Most people won't encounter that, tippy top of the mountains, but overall a little bit wet out there. So if you're planning on camping, you'll definitely want to pack the rain gear just in case, right? Temperatures for tomorrow, we're in the 70s, 76 in the Tri-Cities, 69 in Pendleton, a little cooler there tomorrow, 72 in Yakima, 65 in Ellensburg. Let's take a look at the wind speeds and talk about the winds, because we're going to see those start to pick up again as we head towards the weekend. We're looking pretty good tonight, but as we start tomorrow, Tri-Cities will be a little bit breezy, as well as Dayton and Walla Walla, foothills of the Blues. As the day moves on, we're going to start to see those strong gusty winds through the Columbia River Gorge, a westerly flow, Cascades, and the Kittitas Valley right into the Columbia Basin. We have a motor home, so I know when you're driving those windy conditions, it can get scary, so take extra precautions there. Very windy through the Kittitas Valley on Saturday, and those winds will really pick up and move through the region, Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues. That could impact your golf game this weekend. So let's give you the golf forecast. Again, those windy conditions on Saturday could impact you. Should be nice on Friday, a little bit breezy in the evening. Sunday will look really good if you're golfing. Here's your 7-day planning forecast. Breezy winds and nice and warm, hitting those 80-degree temps by Monday in Yakima. Tri-Cities hitting those 80s and even as warm as 86 on Tuesday. Taking a peek at Walla Walla, breezy to gusty winds. We're going to be dealing with that both Friday and Saturday. Slight chance of some showers, 80s for both Monday and Tuesday. And in Hermiston, also dealing with those gusty winds, staying dry though, and those temperatures hitting hitting 86 degrees for you on Tuesday. Still to come, your viewer photo of the day. You don't want to miss that. It's coming up. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Now, well, we're enjoying that fairly mild spring weather. Most of the country is being slammed by repeat rounds of devastating storms. Taking a look at some of the aftermath next.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Let's get going. Get 0 for 72 and $3,000 cash on an Escape or $3,000 on a Mustang Mach-E. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I'm loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, loving a pizza. I've been loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, and Yakima's Hotel.
How about a pizza from Tony's Big Cheese for dinner tonight?
And with some amazing cheese bread.
And yummy chicken wings. I want that.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
It's your chance to save during the memorial event going on now at More Furniture. Find amazing values for your home under $1,000. Make room for your whole gang in this cozy, durable sofa with chaise for only $9.95. Create sweet dreams with this solid wood bedroom set, only $9.95. Or deck out your dining space with this table, 4 chairs, and a bench for only $9.95. Available in 2 color options. Visit your local More Furniture for all sales specials.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Let's get going. Get 0 for 72 and $3,000 cash on an Escape or $3,000 on a Mustang Mach-E. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Newscasts anytime with Apple Valley Plus on Roku, Apple Fire, and smart TVs.
Tonight, severe weather continues to slam the Midwest, the Southeast, and even up north on the East Coast. And there have been hundreds of tornadoes reported so far this year. Many communities are cleaning up as new storms hit. ABC's Perry Rusum is tracking the latest.
In Texas, 3 possible tornadoes touching down, destroying homes and businesses.
All the fire alarms are going off.
The majority of the damage in Bell County. Flipped over cars, downed power lines. The storm bringing relentless rain with flooding inside this restaurant.
The door too?
This glass door breaking in the storm. Outside in the parking lot, debris launching into the side of buildings with roofs ripped up across the street. Strong wind and hail in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It comes after a deadly tornado in Greenfield, Iowa on Tuesday. Iowa State Patrol now saying 4 people killed At least 35 people injured. Another person killed 25 miles away.
These are all brand new.
Lisa Beeman searches for what's left in the rubble.
Scary moment. No one ever do it again.
The line of destruction so condensed, homes in the tornado's path destroyed. Others a block away, barely touched.
It is just horrific. It's hard to describe until you can actually see it, the devastation.
Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Fortunately, here in our area, while we did see some storms, they weren't nearly that severe, and they did produce some fabulous pictures. We're going to take a look at one of those when we come right back.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
The race continues for over $13,000 in cash and prizes with Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. Play all week to earn entries, then multiply them on Thursdays. Drawings every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us on Saturday, May 25th for the $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race toward the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Spring is my favorite time of year. I love when I can finally bring my garden back to life. Having a healthy and thriving garden is just one of those little things that brings me so much joy. A reliable truck that can handle my to-do list is essential, and it really does make the job easier. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands. Get the biggest savings of the season, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing.
This week at Walker's.
More than 2 people in the U.S. die of skin cancer every hour, and most of it is totally preventable. Get more information about skin cancer at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
A semi-truck accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
If you've been hit by a semi-truck, call Tamaki Law. We understand the complex rules and regulations of the trucking industry. Dealing with big rig insurance companies requires a knowledgeable legal team, one who fights for compensation and justice that you deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month in cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back. We're talking full moon tonight. We've seen some really beautiful things in the skies lately.
Right. It's been wild. It's been a wild spring. It's been the roller coaster we've been talking about. And we've seen lots of great storms, including our viewer photo. Check it out. Love that. That's looking out towards Eltopia. Thanks to Ken for sending that in. If you want to send your photo in, that little QR code, your bestie, just snap it with your phone or go to applevalleynewsnow.com. Go to the weather section and click on submit your photo. Quick look at our day tomorrow, planning it out the door. Looking beautiful. Look at that sunshine. Not too chilly in the morning and looking great as we head towards the afternoon. And then overall this weekend, I would stay home because the weather's going to be great here, a little dicey in other areas, but overall not a bad Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you know, great weather, no traffic. I love it.
There you go.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. We're back tonight at 11.
Have a good one.